So we're going to take a little bit closer look at all the skills we've been working on and do a little bit of a sustained drawing, something that's a little bit longer. And I pulled up the ballerina here because she's very straightforward. And it's kind of nice in this drawing app because you can really kind of play a little bit. So you can create yourself a new layer and grab the paintbrush, and you can really think through the angles of where these lines and things belong, and then do your drawing. I'm going to try one that's a little bit more complex. I'm going to try this gal that's sideways here, and I'm just taking everything out for a minute, and I want to take a look at the plumb lines and the kind of the guidelines for how big I want it. And I'm going to do bigger. As I said, as I had you guys do with the video, we're going to go with a 6x9 this time. We're going to start working a little bit larger. If you want to use a ruler to get your plumb lines in, totally fine. Don't make them too dark so that you will be able to erase them when you're ready to. And we're not measuring exact, we're kind of going kind of with our gut. And that's all right. This is still part of just learning to draw things without gridding, without making it super defined. And what does it look like? And I'm sitting here looking at this, and I think I'm going to move my plumb line down just a little bit. I think I want it a little bit lower. All right. So if you spent some time in the app looking at that skeletal structure, you could certainly bring that back and kind of go off where it is and use it to lay things out really quickly. I'm going to go ahead and actually just bring back my dancer and kind of go through my skeleton here a little bit. So I kind of have my shoulder joint, my other one that's in the back. Got a hip joint. I'm not going to do a ton of erasing right now. I'll fix that as I get more into it. And then once I've got my skeletal system, kind of laid out, and I'm like checking my angles and my distances. Let me pull this back slightly here at the elbow. Now I can start laying in the shapes, the musculature in each of these areas. And so Dancers are a really good subject because they usually have fairly snug fitting clothing on. They have great musculature. Very, very flexible, so it's really easy to see the points of articulation. I'll get more into this hand in a minute. I'm going to blow it up. That's the nice thing about this too. You can blow up into the image, get a lot closer. Gives you a chance to really see. Two fingers, moves it around. You can blow it up, make it smaller, whatever you need to do to it. Just get a really strong calf muscle here. The other thing that you need to remember is you always have this pencil, and you can double check yourself for lengths of things. I'm not really drawing this for the face, so I'm just trying to get an idea of maybe what that face looks like, but I'm really not drawing this for the sake of the face itself. And now I can go in and I can take out my plumb lines, take out my skeletal base. Okay, so my battery ran out and the recording stopped, so I had to charge it for a little while. And I went in and kind of made some adjustments to it. I had her head a little bit too far out, so I moved it down, widened up a few places, front of the leg, where she's got a little bit more muscle. But basically, kind of finished it out.